Maybe. There we go.
Star money drifting gold, we sipping on success. Diamonds make moves, icy wrists stay fresh. Dating lights flicker, shadows of the best. Click rolling deep, never failing, no test. I'm the man, star money's glow. Diamonds dance, watch them show. Click together, never solo. Ohio's finest, let them know. OVO.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode. Y'all know what time it is.
We about to do. Y'all know what we about to get into. This is the On God podcast.
I say every time I say this,
I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. When I do with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. Young Money, Bad News, co-C of the Star Money Click, no one rap in the world. BMC for life. Legendary coming soon. And it's crazy. 1/5 of the co-C of the Star Money Click, no one producer in the world. Sponsors the drink that we drink for the show. The Punch Me Vodka. Read the bottom. Y'all know the terms. Jimmy 2 times, my brother from another mother. A lot of teams, a lot of fucking teams. Read the bottom. Y'all know to get down. We here. We the On God podcast. All right. This episode, I call this episode "Stay Solid Regardless." Period. Because a lot of people don't stay solid, and that's just life. First off, before we start the show, I want to give my condolences to Vic Jefferson, one of my homeboys I grew up with. He's really like one of my OGs. When I was doing shows with the OSU, he was one of the first people to like co-sign Bad News, the artist. He co-signed me so heavy that his cousin Dion was put on the first song that I ever performed at the shows. We Punished These Niggas was like a banger, and they reached out to me to do the remix and made Ty make the remix to the beat. They didn't even know who Ty was, and that's how Ty became known in the show world of beat punishers because of me. And Vic was one of the first people to orchestrate that. And that's why I'm always have love for Vic, and I'm always show love for Vic. So rest in peace to Vic, and prayers to him and his family.
R.I.P., bro.
Yeah. All right. So I had to get that out the way. I had to show my condolences because he was my dog. The first thing I want to talk about, I want to go to baseball first because this is the first time in a long time, and I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I definitely noticed. Because I watch my Red Sox a lot, just like I watch the Reds a lot too. But this is the first year that there's only one team with a winning record for real, like a real winning record in the majors. Like this is like really like one of those. It's like the Dodgers and everybody else now. Like it's just like the Dodgers are just doing it. It's almost like they never stopped playing from last year and shit. Like. And I'm starting to really believe they might fuck around and win 3 in a row, bro. Like it's like
wouldn't shock me.
It would not shock me. I mean, and the only other team that looks as good as them, and this is really crazy too, the Reds. The Reds they look good. But the Dodgers are just, I mean, they're head over heels better than everybody, bro.
Yeah, my Tigers are ass cheeks.
Shohei's going for a Cy Young this year. The other boy they got from Japan's like throwing close to complete games, if not complete games. Like they don't do that no more in the majors either. That's something I missed was when your pitcher got a complete no-hit shutout or close to it. That was exciting baseball right there.
Yeah, it's just hard to do nowadays with the way analytics has turned the game into.
They can pass the 5th inning hardly anymore.
I just don't. I like the thing with them is like I watched them play the Blue Jays just like a couple days ago, and I'm watching the game. Or was it this past weekend coming that we just passed? But I was watching the game and I'm like, I feel like I was watching the World Series all over again because the Blue Jays just couldn't do shit. Like it was like 3-1 was the game, and I'm like, against anybody else, the Blue Jays would do anything they want, but against them. The Dodgers just got everybody's number, bro. It's like, but you know who has the Dodgers numbers when they play them at home? Cincinnati. When Cincinnati gets them in Cincinnati, they give the Dodgers trouble. But if Cincinnati goes to LA, oh, they get their ass whooped so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, this is what I want to say though. If they win 3 in a row,
Yeah.
look at them as one of the greatest teams ever.
You almost have to.
Yeah, got to.
I mean, other than that A's team from the early '70s with Reggie Jackson and Vida Blue and everybody on it. I mean, them motherfuckers was kicking the shit out of everybody. Them and the Big Red Machine from the '70s. Those are the only 2 teams I would put this team in a category with. You know,
I don't know. The Atlanta Braves with Glavine, Smokes, and Matt.
Oh yeah. But they underachieved because they should have had a couple of them.
I hated them, but they were sweet as fuck.
I just think they should have won more than what they did. That one title just doesn't justify. It doesn't justify what they really were, man. That's probably one of the greatest pitching staffs in baseball history.
Yeah,
by far.
By far, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, even when your closer is a goddamn Hall of Famer too with Smokes, like, man, come on, man, cut it out.
Well, Smokes was the starter for a long time. They had John Rock.
Yeah.
That was my favorite time of baseball, man. The 90s and the late 80s was my favorite time.
Glavine and Maddox, man, their first 3 starters was untouchable.
That's when I hated the Braves.
Yeah.
I hated them, bro. Like, it used to be so boring to watch them play at Turner Field because you knew they wasn't going to lose.
Yeah.
I'd be mad as fuck when they played at Turner. That shit was boring as fuck.
Turning on TBS, and it's always...
Yeah, bro. They was always on TBS, stupid ass. Turner Sports Network. And they win every time they play at home. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Between there and before they moved from Fulton County Stadium, you didn't want to go to Atlanta.
But I like when I like that Twins team that was on their ass though. The Twins, and the Blue Jays was on their ass too.
With Black Jack Morrison and Kirby Puckett and on them. Yeah, they had some. They had a good ass team between them, the early Blue Jays teams and stuff like that. Yeah, that was good. That was good baseball, man. I miss that shit.
That's gonna be one of our next things we do is the top MLB championship teams of all time. We got to give our favorite ones and the best ones. Yeah, I just want to talk about that with the Dodgers. We can switch over to the NCAA right now. I'm good with it. No, let's do that last. Let's do the NBA right now. So the play-in hasn't started, but it's only one team in the play-in so far, and it's the Suns. So the other 3 teams we can't name because we don't know who the fuck they are until after the night. So when everybody play tonight, then they'll like justify who is who. The more and more I watch OKC, I just don't see nobody beating them in 7, bro. Because they so healthy now that it looks like they just started to. It looked like they just restarted the season again.
You'd be lucky to get 7 games with them,
bro. They look like they restarted the season all over again for their team, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's the scary part.
Like they so healthy now. See, I think that's the Spurs don't want to say that, but the Spurs only beat them really one time when they was. I want to say I don't even think they was fully healthy when they beat them all the games they beat them. I think they was missing somebody every game. Like if it wasn't for Hardenstein or it wasn't Williams, it was Chet. They was missing one of them 3 every game, at least one of them. And I just think if they full force, like the whole team, at 7 against the Spurs, I don't know. I think the Spurs are a year away from beating them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because like I said, if you gotta go to OKC, you fucked.
OKC plethora of picks this year in the middle of the first round. They just gonna reload.
That's it. I've been watching the Spurs all year. I've been watching OKC all year. When OKC lost to them, OKC was not healthy every game. The Spurs was healthy every game they beat them. I don't think the Spurs can beat them fully healthy in 7 games. I just don't. Not if the games have to be played at OKC first. I just don't see it.
I just hope we get to see that.
I think the only team that I think that could beat San Antonio before they get to OKC is Denver. But Denver has to play an A+ game every game to beat them. And I don't think Denver can do it. Not every game.
Not 4 games. They might get 1 or 2.
That's why I said I think we're going to get San Antonio OKC, bro.
But you also got, and it don't seem like it, but I think a playoff version of the Wolves is a scary team too. Because during the regular season, they're inconsistent, but some throughout the playoffs, they actually turn their game up a little bit. So
they play better. The problem with them is, but you know what their problem is? They can't close.
Nope.
So
we found that out over the last couple of years.
I don't know. I don't think it's San Antonio's time, but I think it's San Antonio's time to be in that final 2 with OKC. But I think they're not going to get them until maybe next year. I can see San Antonio getting them next year. I don't see them getting them this year, though. I don't.
I'm with you on that news for sure.
I just feel like it's just like me saying, it's just like the same way I feel about SGA winning the MVP again back to back. I feel like next year's MVP is Wemby's and Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to get both of them in the same year next year. And I think the reason why is because he protested for it at the end of this year. And now the NBA, when the year starts, they're going to focus on him like really hard. Like, we're going to ride with Wemby hard this year. Like, that's just how they do, bro. That's just how they do. The question is this, though, I got for y'all, though. When it comes to the East, though, I know Boston is right there, but who do y'all really see in the Eastern Conference Finals?
Probably Boston and Detroit.
Yeah, it's got to be Boston. Just depends on the seeding.
Because I think the Knicks and other podcasts have said this that I'm not going to name right now that I've watched. With the Knicks, if they allowed their point guard to just step back a little bit and distribute more, and then just be the go-to guy down the stretch, I think they would play better, especially in the playoffs. And I think they would close games that they end up blowing a lot of times, especially last year against the Pacers and stuff like that. And it's just like with Cleveland, they're a good team, but do they have enough to beat Boston or Detroit? Like I said, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, because I think, like I said last podcast, I think the Knicks are in trouble if they draw the Hornets early. And it looks like, if it was to end today, I think.
Man, that's a good point. That's a good point. Because they come in slouchy, and a team like Charlotte come in and smack them real quick and be up 2-0, and they you're like, how the fuck are the Hornets beating them?
Right. But yeah, I think probably Celtics, Pistons, honestly. Those are our best 2 teams in the East right now.
Okay, so now watch this. Y'all think Charlotte is a problem. Mm-hmm. I think Atlanta is a problem.
Yeah, I was about to mention that before you said something.
So I think the top teams, and the thing about Detroit too, this is another thing about Detroit. Detroit was there last year. Detroit lost to the Knicks, right? But Detroit could be a year away too. They could just be peaking early. Mm-hmm. They could have just peaked early in this regular season to the point where if they see Charlotte or Atlanta, they could get had in that first round, especially if you got a rusty Cade Cunningham. Even though he's coming back at the right time, that don't mean he's gonna be full force Cade Cunningham when the series starts. You know what I'm saying?
And another injury to the wrong person, including him.
Fucked. They're
fucked.
Even though when he was gone, when he first left, they was getting their ass whooped, and then they started finding themselves again and winning games. The thing about Boston, though, is this is my problem with Boston. Boston plays around too fucking much with their opponents.
They've always done that.
They don't want to they don't put people away early. They want to give you a chance. They'll get up 20. The next thing you know, they only up 2. going into the fourth, and you like, what the fuck? They were just the motherfuckers up 25. Like, I don't know. And the thing about New York, this was another thing. I agree with you 2 times about the fact that they rely too much on Brunson, but Brunson's problem is he relies too much on himself anyway.
Gunner.
I mean, it just you can't.
You got to get the rest of them boys going first before you go nuts.
You got it's like Luka with us. Luka guns in the first quarter, it fucks up our rhythm of the team. Mm-hmm. The thing about Brunson is this though. His whole problem, the problem with them is when they get, he wants to get his. He's the thing. I think he fails to realize you're going to get yours. Y'all don't win when you ball out. When you have a superstar game, you always lose. One thing I will say for them this year in this playoffs compared to last year that's going to help them, though, is they don't have Tom Thibodeau. So they're not going to tire out all their players.
Right.
Mike Brown plays a better rotation of players. He rotates the shit out of his players. So, I mean, I think they're going to give people trouble, though. I think the Knicks are going to be right there. I think the Knicks are going to get to that Final Four of in the East. I definitely think that. I think it'll be Cleveland. It should be Cleveland, Detroit, Boston, New York. But if Atlanta or Charlotte creeps in, I will not be surprised. I'm gonna just say that.
Let me ask y'all this. So, it's that time of year, and the play-in starts. Out of all the teams in the East and in the West, from 7 to 10 that we know that are going, which team do you feel like has the best chance to pull off a miracle, kind of like how my Heat did? It's the only play-in team to go all the way to the finals, whether they lost or not, make it to the finals. I ain't worried about them winning. What team do you think has the best chance to pull off a miracle between those two conferences?
Probably Charlotte or Atlanta for sure. But I'd say Charlotte would be the big surprise, because I don't even think anybody expected them to even sniff the playoffs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And y'all gonna get on me when I say this. I would say Atlanta, but the only team to ever get there is the Miami Heat. My team looks like shit all year. Gets to the play-in, and all of a sudden now they want to play. But then they run out of gas. But by the time they get there, so in the East, I'd say them. But I think it's going to be Atlanta. I think it's going to be Atlanta over somebody like us.
Y'all bring Luol Deng back.
Hey man,
Luol Deng.
Hey, 1-5. Yeah. He just can't help himself, can he?
I'm just saying, we the only team to ever do it. You still got to. We only play in the playoffs.
We got to hear this shit every year, man. Like,
I mean, did I lie though?
Yeah, you're lying like a motherfucker right now.
So we didn't go to the finals from the play-in.
A long time ago, though, bro.
Man, that was just 3 years ago, man.
A long time ago, bro.
Bro, we lost to Denver that year. Remember?
I know. It's been 3 champions since that.
Okay, you act like I said this was the 70s.
Hold on. This is my point. What have
you? Hey, Lenny Wilkins and Walt Frazier wasn't playing when it happened.
But what have you done since then?
I'm just saying, my team for some reason does not play well for.
Can you answer my question? What have you done?
We ain't done shit.
So why bring it up?
Because we're the only team to do it, and it seems like that's the only time we do some shit.
But are you really doing anything right now?
I didn't say we was. I'm just see you getting past the reason why I'm saying that. All I'm saying is I feel like Atlanta will be that team this year, even though my team does this silly shit.
Then that's what you should just say. Atlanta.
I just said that.
But you said Miami too.
I said Atlanta. I said Atlanta's going to probably be the team that does it like my team does. I said, but it wouldn't surprise me that my team does what they usually do, which is come from out of nowhere to upset somebody.
Well, fine.
But I feel like
you see what I'm saying? He can't just let Atlanta have it. Like, it's Atlanta. Just let Atlanta have it. Miami is not in this discussion. You motherfuckers are bums right now. Stop. You're not better than
I agree with that. I'm just telling you.
So why are they getting brought up? Like, why are you talking about them? Let them go. Just stop. It's over.
And then the other team that I would say probably in the West. I mean, like I said, you know, all those teams 7 through 10 just look bad. But it's like if I had to pick, it'd probably be Phoenix out of those. Though that's probably the better 7 through 10.
Who's the other three?
Golden State, Portland, and the Clippers. Because remember,
I gotta go with the Clippers. I gotta go with Kawhi and them. Because they can win. They can get in.
They got winners for sure.
Phoenix is so iffy and bullshit. They be bullshitting a lot. Like,
oh yeah, I agree.
At one point in the year they was all right, but lately, no. I'll go with the Clippers there. I'll go with Atlanta over here. I'll go Clippers Atlanta. The dark horse would be
Clippers Hornets.
Dark horse would be Portland. Because
Yeah.
Portland's young. Portland's young. Give Portland another year. They're gonna be in the playoff.
Yeah.
They had a good year for a young team. They had a really good year.
What you think, 1-5?
I say Clippers Hornets.
I can see that.
The Hawks are already in.
I'm sorry.
Ain't the Hawks in six?
Yeah, they're in 6. I'm sorry. Because it's
Charlotte is the one that's in 7 or 8.
It's Orlando, Philadelphia, or Charlotte and Miami.
Philadelphia, Charlotte, and Miami. Oh, I don't know now. I don't know because Philly been rolling lately too. I don't know. To me, it's between Philadelphia and Charlotte. I say Philadelphia and Charlotte.
Yeah, because Orlando, I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
Orlando be fucking up. They be bullshit.
Yeah, they wasting talent right now, and it's just like, you know, I hate to see that young.
Who y'all play?
We're in the 10th spot, so I guess we'll get Orlando first.
Well, fine. They gonna get in because they gonna play Orlando.
We're gonna play the other.
Well, remember the 10th spot. If we lose the first game, we're out. But if we win, we got to win another one just to get in. So we'd have to win 2 in a row from that spot.
It's always, we gotta do this. It's
just hit on with the hard body flex from Miami.
Like, because if they win 2 games, well, fine. I won't hear the last of that bullshit. he'll be sitting over there telling us, well, we got a chance. We got a chance against Detroit.
As long as Miami's in there, you never know what might happen.
Oh my God. You've been a pamper.
Anything can happen.
You've been a pamper since the finals. What the fuck are you talking about?
We've been a pamper since LeBron left, man. Let's just be fair.
But you don't act like you have.
No, it's still my team. I mean, but it's just like we shouldn't be in the fucking playing every year. We keep every year. Oh, we might get Giannis. Oh, we might get this guy, and then you never go after them. You never get these guys because you don't have shit to get them with. And then you run with these teams. You run with these teams that you have, and then they'll go, oh, we win 8 games, and you lose 10. Oh, we win 6 games, and you lose 7. And I'm like, come on, man. You just want to play 500 ball every year?
You know what you're missing to make us run? Harold Miner.
We are Harold Miner. But you know what's so crazy? Any other team would have fired their head coach. Spoelstra been doing this shit for years and still keeps his job. That's how you know he got mad love there.
It's like my Bengals coaching position. It don't matter what.
I mean, Paul. Hey, Mike Brown might actually own the Heat.
Let him talk. Gonna be here next year.
Hey man, I ain't never seen a team.
Hey, so the Boston Celtics are my Pittsburgh Steelers. Then is what you're telling me?
Probably.
Ooh.
I mean, but you never know, man. As long as Miami Heat's somewhere, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Hey man, get the fuck out of here with that weak ass slogan. That's horrible.
You watch fuck out.
That slogan's terrible, man. Hey, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
She gonna do it, Miami Heat come for you, man. I'm just telling you.
They weak as fuck.
Yeah, if you guys
every year. I told you this, every year they sorry as fuck. And he do this shit when they become a part of we start talking about them for what? Like, why are we talking about these sorry motherfuckers? Because he want to bring them up all the goddamn time around playoff time.
Hey man, we hard to kill, man. We hard to kill.
Like my team is every year he said this, my team was in the playoffs every time. And you never hear me go, the Lakers gonna do it this year. And we have a better record than them every year too. We in there too. I don't never say shit, but here he come every year.
Hey man, look, all my teams play with me, man. All my teams play with me, man. What am I supposed to do, man? You said I got a lot of teams, and all of them do. They just play with me. I gotta say something.
You're just supposed to keep it real and accept it. It is what it is.
I kept it real.
It's sports. You can't control that. It's gonna happen. You either good or garbage. It's 3 G's. Good, great, or garbage. That's it. There's no in between in sports. It's just never been. I mean, if you look at any team you got, look at any league your team is in, you got a team in each league. They either good, they're great, or they're garbage. Period.
Well, all of my teams are like could have been records in each one of their sports. I'll just leave it at that.
Good, great, or garbage. Yo, NBA team is garbage by far. Your NFL team was great the 2 years they went to the Super Bowl, but now they're good. So that's what I'm saying. Like the Lakers are good. We're not great at all. The only reason why we're not garbage because we keep going to the playoffs. That's about it, though. Outside of that last title we won, we ain't won shit. So I don't be sitting around going, "Yeah, we're gonna do it again." I know we ain't gonna do shit.
I hate it. I hate it.
That's funny as fuck. All right, let's switch over to this NCAA talk. Yeah. Todd, what you got for us today?
Well, I was thinking we should put together our favorite all-time college team, like player-wise. So you got 3 centers, 3 power forwards, 3 small forwards, 3 shooting guards, 3 point guards to make your team. And they ain't got to be the greatest of all time, but it's your all-time college team.
All right. That's not hard.
Okay.
What I want to do after that is I want y'all to tell me. We'll do it the next episode since we're going to do it this way. The next episode, we're going to do something different with the NCAA, though, college basketball.
This is your March Madness teams.
Well, it really wouldn't be 3 centers.
I just put 3 on there.
Because what are we doing, 12 players? Ain't it 12 players?
Are we doing 16 or 15?
So you want to do 15 players?
Yeah.
So you want to do 3 fives, basically.
Yeah.
3 starting lineups.
Yeah. I couldn't pick 5, so I had to put a bench on there.
All right. Who going first?
No matter. I can
go
go
first. You want to? It don't really matter.
All right. At the 1, I'll start from the 1. My first point guard, I would probably say is 1979 Magic Johnson. Got to go Magic, Michigan State.
Okay, because the rules that you get 80s up.
Okay, bet 80s up. That's fine. Well, damn, he right on the cusp.
Yep.
Who would I want at point?
And that's why Magic and Larry didn't make my team.
It's a lot of points, though. God damn.
Yep.
Oh, that ain't shit. I know who I want at the 1. Give me Allen Iverson at the 1. It's 3 different teams, so it don't really matter how I'm not really starting nobody. I'm not telling you my starters or okay. So I want AI. Give me 80. Give me Michael Jordan for sure.
At the 2.
Give me I want Carmelo Anthony for sure. He was a monster in 03. Give me 99 Richard Hamilton for sure. I want a high flyer, so you got to give me Vince Carter. I got to have Vince Carter. Oh, good one. This is pretty good. This is tough, though. Give me LSU Shaq. I need LSU Shaq for sure. I need Chris Webber for sure. That ain't even a question. Because this is college basketball. So, yeah, I need Chris. I need Grant Hill for sure.
You're taking the pros out of it.
Yeah, this is all college. I need Grant Hill. Give me Antoine Jameson. I definitely want Antoine Jameson. Monster. I want Ray Allen. UConn Ray Allen. Damn, it's so many fucking dogs. Give me Anthony Davis at one of my fives. 2012 Anthony Davis. You know I want at the one that I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I do want him at the one. But nah, you said the 80s and up. So I got Allen Iverson at the one, right? Give me Stephon Marbury. I gotta have Stephon Marbury at the other one. He's a monster. How many players I got so far?
You about 37.
80s and 90s. And
I can name them back right now, and I know I ain't got enough. Chris Webber, Ray Allen, Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Carmelo Anthony, Antoine Jameson, Vince Carter,
Shaq,
Anthony Davis, Shaq. I got 10. That's 10. So I need 5 more players, don't I? Didn't I say Rip Hamilton? Did I say Chris Webber? I did say Chris Webber already. So I'm at Rip Hamilton. That's 11.
12.
I got who the 12?
Did you say Chris Webber in the earlier ones?
I think I did already say Chris Webber.
4 more.
So I need 4 more.
Yep.
I knew I did. Oh, Grant Hill. I said Grant Hill.
You said him already. You still got 4.
I got 4. Okay. Oh, I know my other big man. He was a monster. Give me Marcus Camby. UMass Marcus Camby. I got to have him. Damn, there's so many dogs, bro. Man, there's so many dogs that play college basketball, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Give me Jimmy Jackson.
Okay.
Ohio State. I want Jimmy Jackson. I got 2 more, right? Or 1 more? 2? I got 2. 2. Jimmy Jackson. Somebody I'm missing that I really like too. Give me Rasheed Wallace. Gotta have Rasheed Wallace. It's 1 more person. Because it's college basketball, man. It's like so many monsters. Oh, this is the one that's everybody gonna be sleeping on. Give me Ed O'Bannon.
Okay.
Ed O'Bannon was a monster, and that's my 15. That's my 15 guys.
Okay. right.
All right, so I'm gonna go Steph Curry, Chris Paul,
I was gonna get him too.
and Jason Kidd, the point guards.
I was gonna get him too.
Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Steve Smith.
Mm-hmm.
At the 3, Grant Hill, Antoine Jameson, and Big Dog.
Okay. Glenn Robinson.
Monster. Yeah.
At the power forward, I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this one. Y'all probably gonna fuck with me. Terry Cummings,
Okay.
Chris Webber. I knew you was about to. Terry Cummings was a fucking monster. He was a monster, DePaul, bro.
He was.
So Chris Webber, Terry Cummings, and was Anthony Davis a center or a power forward in Kentucky?
He was a center.
Okay,
He was a center, bro. He was a center.
Let's see, my last power forward, Larry Johnson.
He might have been marked as the power forward, but he played center in
Yeah.
the tournament.
Yeah, but
He was playing.
listed power forward, so I put him as a power forward.
So Larry Johnson's my third power forward, and then my centers.
That's who I forgot. Fucking Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Shaq, Anthony Davis, and Patrick Ewing.
Okay. That's a good list too. So
I really wanted to find a way to put Carmelo and AI on that list, man, and Ray Allen, but it's too many people, man.
And I got them on there too.
I had to list some of my personal favorites, man. Some of them was my personal favorites. That's why
That's who I was naming my personal favorite.
I was trying to find a way to put Lynn Bias on there. There was some motherfuckers I missed. I said, yeah. But I had to keep it where it was.
That's why I put Jim Jackson on there, because I'm like, Jimmy Jackson.
Man, that was another one, man. That was another one.
He was a dog too. So at the ones, I got Allen Iverson, Kenny Anderson, Chris Paul.
That's another one.
Yeah, then shooting guards, I left Jordan off because I figured both of you guys would put him on there. But Jordan's like the given for everybody. But I had Lynn Bias, Chris Jackson from LSU.
That was another one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Then at small forward, I had Grant Hill, Antoine Jameson, and Jamal Mashburn.
He was a monster too.
Yeah,
Forgot about Jamal Mashburn.
I didn't. I just couldn't figure out a way to get him in there.
All good. You know what I mean? This is, like I said, it's your favorites. You know what I mean? Power forward, I had Anthony Davis because that's what he was listed as. We'll go Weber and Larry Johnson. And then at center, I had Tim Duncan, Patrick Ewing, and this one's going to fuck you up, but Kenyon Martin.
I was going to say Kenyon Martin too, but I was like, yeah. I was like, but I couldn't put him over Shaq or Ewing. And it was damn.
Marcus Camby was a problem, bro.
Marcus Camby was dope too.
That's why I had to get him.
Man, I almost put Nick Van Axel in at the point.
Nick the Quick was another one. Damn.
That's why I put Ed O'Bannon, because Ed O'Bannon was the best player in '95. He was the one. Like, I'm like, God damn, he was sweet.
Man, I got so many, man.
I'm missing one player though that I said.
Dillard from Arkansas. That motherfucker used to shoot from the hog nose back in the day.
The Big O.
Yeah.
Oh man, they had a squad back then. Could have went Stacey Ogman from
Plastic Man. Yeah, Plastic Man.
Bruh, it's certain teams that had more than one star. Like they whole team. Like I could have said Jalen Rose and Juwan Howard. Like, for real, if I wanted to.
Lamar Murray with Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers used to be running up and down the court at Cal.
Yep.
Damn.
I'm missing one player, bro. Because I got Grant Hill, Chris Webber, Stephon Marbury, Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, Antoine Jameson, Shaq, Anthony Davis, Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, Carmelo, Jim Jackson, Marcus Camby, Ed O'Bannon, and Richard Hamilton. That's what.
You said Richard Hamilton already. Yeah,
Richard Hamilton was a motherfucking monster.
Yeah, he really was. It was Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby was a problem.
Yeah.
Mike Bibby was a problem. The thing
him and Miles Simon.
Yeah, a lot of these players too are national champions too. That's the funny thing.
Wally Zerbiak.
Monster. You know what's weird? Nobody said Christian Laettner.
Man, fuck Christian Laettner. I put him nowhere. Man, fuck him. Hey, he was a dog. He was good, man. But I just can't. I couldn't.
If we were to do a poll, right? Like we were to do a popular, like if we had like the world do the votes, and when you pick your team, I guarantee he will make a lot of people's team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I'm not dissing him. It's just I can't have more than one Duke player on my team. It can't happen. It's Grant Hill. That's it.
I'm sorry because I should have put Larry Johnson on here.
A power forward.
I couldn't leave Larry Johnson off that list, but Larry Johnson, Grandma Ma was a fucking problem, man.
He was my guy.
That whole team, Anderson, Hunt, I mean, Plastic Man, him. I mean, come on, man. That UNLV team, man.
Yeah, Greg Anthony. They was
beating people's asses.
They was sweet as fuck, bro.
How the fuck did UNLV get to motherfuckers, man?
And that's
they came and went. You ain't heard from UNLV since.
That's the only time in life I ever saw anybody wear a UNLV gear was when that team was out.
You'll never see it again.
Ever.
Them boys was getting that money.
You hear about their football team before you hear about their basketball team nowadays, which is crazy.
But a lot of these players on this list, like most of them are like player of the years. Like a lot of them are player of the years.
Yep.
Like it's only like
Big Dog was.
List, it's only one that didn't win player of the league. On my now tell me this on y'all list. Look at y'all list. Tell me on y'all list who on y'all list didn't win player of the year on y'all list at least one time.
Maybe Kenny Anderson. Maybe for me.
For me, it was Vince Carter, which is crazy because it's Vince Carter.
Yeah, but he played with Antoine Jameson.
I don't think Jason Kidd won player of the year.
I don't think he did either.
Who did?
He came close though. Jason Kidd came close though.
But
everybody else I got on this list, they won player of the year, bro. Like I got Grant Hill, Chris Webber.
Probably did.
Stephon Marbury didn't win player of the year, did he? Because of Allen Iverson.
Probably
or was
not.
it because of
he didn't.
It was because of Marcus Camby too.
Yeah. He was in that.
Yeah, because that 94, 95, 96 area right there, I don't think he wanted any of that. Because remember, 97.
So mine is Stephon and Vince Carter.
I like how you snickered when I said Terry Cummings.
Terry Cummings was a beast, bro.
I know
that motherfucker, man. That motherfucker wasn't no joke, man.
Antoine Jameson, player of the year. Shaq was a player of the year. Anthony Davis was player of the year. Allen Iverson won player of the year. Ray Allen was player of the year. Carmelo definitely was. He was a freshman and player of the year. Did Jim Jackson win player of the year? I thought Jim Jackson did win player of the year they went to the because they were sweet as fuck, bro.
I think he won it in 93.
I think he won it too. I'm pretty sure he won player of the year, bro.
You might have.
I know Ed O'Bannon did and Marcus Camby did for sure. And Richard Hamilton. I know Richard Hamilton did too. But that was the year they won the title. 99. He was player of the year.
Check mine out. Because I probably got a few on mine that didn't, but it's all good.
No, it don't matter. It's just I was just noticing like all the people.
Yeah, he won it in 92. Jim Jackson won it in 92.
Yeah, Jim. I figured he did. But I was just wondering, like, all the people we picked was like the best players ever for real. And then it's like, but even though they was the best players, I was wondering which one of them didn't win the motherfucker, like, because they all deserve it though. Like, so look, the next show, I want to do the best college basketball championship teams of all time that you have, and you can only go back. You got to go from the 90s and up. 90s. You can't use nobody in the 80s.
Okay.
So I can't use
nobody in the 80s. Heard what the fuck I said.
I can't use that. I can't use 1970 Jacksonville University. Jackson.
90s and up.
I like doing that because you be mad as fuck when I go back.
All the 90s and up.
I also go University of Jacksonville with
I don't give a fuck.
Artis Gilmore.
I don't give a fuck with the University of the Gettysburg Avenue, motherfucker.
University of the United States.
Wasn't nobody watching that bullshit. Shit. Half the motherfuckers wasn't even born when Artis Gilmore won the goddamn championship. What you talking about?
The Big East.
The 90s is the easiest way. And you know what's crazy? God, that's what I thought we was doing today.
Oh.
college basketball. So I had already had my teams wrote down.
Oh no, because the one thing you had me do was NBA teams March Madness style. NBA.
We're gonna do that too. We're gonna do that too.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do that. And we're doing this because while the year is slowing down,
Yeah.
sports wise, it's to keep them interested in, and then get people's opinion on this shit, bro. Like, see who do y'all pick? Like, you know what I'm saying? All the listeners, you know what I'm saying? Who do y'all like? Who was y'all guy? Like, who was y'all best? So when we do these teams, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to do these teams. It's gonna be fire. Cause that UNLV team, oh my god!
I mean, that was a gypsy team. They came, they went, it was just gone.
It was gone.
That's how you know he paid. You say he paid them boys. Tart cash.
Hell yeah.
The whole Las Vegas, all the bookies paid them boys, boy.
They had a 4-year window, and that motherfucker closed shut. Motherfuckers, I mean, you literally have not heard anything from a UNLV basketball team in 35 years. That's crazy.
Well, they made it to the tournament or got
but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
Like relevancy and being great.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they that was a flash in the pan shit.
But they was so fucking sweet, bro.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers was crazy.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, that was
all right.
my favorite at the time, bro. They was dope. I liked them a lot. I liked that Cincinnati team with Martin and Nick Van Axel and stuff. They was exciting. That Ohio State team with Jim Jackson, they was dope. Man, I had a lot.
But remember,
Carolina team.
we only doing championship teams.
I know.
So they had to win it.
Yeah.
And then after that, so we gonna do the best college basketball teams that didn't win a national championship. You see what I'm saying? So like that Kenyon Martin team. You know what I'm saying?
So are we just picking the teams that we like top 5 teams?
Yeah. You just pick. It ain't even top 5. You can give me. I would say, hold on. I'll tell you how many I got.
Favorite?
You gotta have 10 teams. 10. And
what
I mean by this is the same university, right? And you can tell me the years that the championship year team. You know what I mean? Like let's say you go Kentucky and you go, I like the 96, 98, 2012. So you liked all 3. That's cool. That's still part of your 10. I won't act like that's like 3 you know what I'm saying? I won't say it's 4 different teams. It's just one team.
Okay.
So if it's a team that went back to back, you could be like 06 and 07 Gators. They was the shit. You know what I'm saying? You could do that.
Yeah.
But I just want to know. And then we gonna do our top 10 ones that never won the title that was great, that we thought was dope as fuck, but should have won but never won. Because there's so many. I think it's more of those than it is national champions for real. Real shit.
Yeah, because my 88 Sooners world, that was, man, we was busting the clock. We was putting 100 on everybody's ass.
Like Kenyon Martin and them, they was going to win. This is the scary part about Kenyon Martin and them. Kenyon Martin, the same year he got hurt, was the same year Richard Hamilton and them won the title.
Yeah.
So I don't think Duke makes it there with Elton Brand and them to play them. I think it's Cincinnati versus them.
Hell yeah.
I really
Because the way Kenyon Martin broke his ankle, like as soon as the game started.
Like for real, like yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's some squads, bro. Like
I had never seen anybody jump out of the gym.
Hell no.
Like Kenyon Martin. He was so athletic at center.
Hell no.
Bro. It was insane. I just remember
the craziest part is we got to put the Fab 5 on the non-championship list team. That is really crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They was that sweet.
They just won the other day.
I mean, nah.
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same, bro.
I know it's
I feel bad because my Tar Heels is the reason why. One of the reasons why they didn't win it because we beat them in '93. But Chris Webber, that was your fault too. Your goofy ass didn't know you had a timeout. You was high. You was high as fuck.
Really was.
You really was. Because really, I mean, yeah, we had a squad, but like that really match us up. They had more talent than us, and they starting 5. Like we beat you with George Lynch, literally.
Yeah.
But in college, George Lynch was nice.
Yeah.
Montrose.
He was a good. He was a good role player in the league, though.
Eric Montrose was a bad motherfucker in college. It was hard to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who else I left off my list that I wanted to put on there so bad and I couldn't put him on there above the other 3 was Chris.
You said Chris Mullins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah.
He was. He was, bro. It's a lot of
Hey, that was alcoholic Chris Mullen too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a monster though.
Long hair alcoholic Chris Mullen.
Yeah. Busting that ass, that left hand jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wouldn't have been surprised if somebody put Elton Brand on that motherfucker.
I can only have one Duke player, and it was Grant Hill. I'm not putting anybody else on there.
I almost put Jason Williams on there because Jason Williams was a monster, bro.
Yeah, he was
Jason Williams.
Oh yeah, they was. I just had to
remember. Jason Williams was Player of the Year. Like regardless of how you feel, he's Player of the Year.
Yeah, I know. I just hate Duke that much. They only get one player.
You know who I left off that I was gonna put that is my dog. I was gonna put Juan Dixon. Juan Dixon, yeah. Juan, that 02 team boy, he was sweet as fuck.
I noticed everybody staying away from Kansas players, like no Paul Pierce.
I mean, because when you really look at them, like outside of Paul Pierce, who? Danny Manning? That's about it.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the only 2.
Because all the other players that was really good for them was young, they only played a year. Like Embiid was gone. What's bruh name? They got drafted to the Cavs and traded for LeBron.
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, he was gone. So it's like outside of Embiid and him, Rafe LaFrance. Rafe LaFrance wasn't shit in the NBA.
You know, what's so funny. 20 years from now, it would be hard to do a motherfucking list like this because of the one and dones. You'd be like, who are some of the great teams? You're like, motherfucker, we ain't had no great teams. Motherfucker stayed 10 minutes.
I mean, the only one made my list was Carmelo.
I'm talking about the one and dones, don't like.
That's what Carmelo was, bro.
That's right. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right. I thought he played 2 years.
That's what I said. He was the only one that made the list.
Yeah.
Everybody on this list played. If they didn't play 2, they played 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Was Anthony Davis a one and done, or did he play 2?
He played 3.
I think he played 3 years.
Did he?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think his freshman year he was like 6'4" or something. Like he wasn't even tall yet. He had like that Scottie Pippen's burst
year and then left.
Yeah, he had a growth spurt in college. His growth spurt was in college.
That's why I told you 1-5. They might have listed him as power forward, but his last year he played center the whole fucking year. That's why he won Player of the Year, because the center he was playing against on the other team was sorry as fuck. He was shitting on everybody, bro. He was dominating, though.
Yeah.
You know what else we didn't name? We didn't name nobody off that Florida 06-07 squad. None of them.
I said I almost put White Chalk on there, but you know.
And Eric and Mario Chalmers is Kansas, and he ain't shit. I mean, the only, like I said, Danny Manning and Paul Pierce would have been the only 2 we would pick, and I think that's about it for real. Kansas really ain't.
Yeah, Rafe LaFrance was okay, but I wouldn't say he was great.
Yeah, he wasn't great. And they had Scott Pollard, bro.
Yeah, Scott Pollard.
Like the fact he made the NBA is crazy. They had Mark Madsen, bro. Now they had what's the one dude?
No, Mark Madsen went to Connecticut.
No, Mark Madsen went to Stanford.
Stanford, I'm sorry, yeah, Stanford.
It's the other dude that went to Kansas that went to the NBA. He was trash. He played for OKC.
Oh, Greg Ostertag.
Not him. The one that played for OKC. He wasn't shit, man.
Because he was with the Sonics. He was with the Sonics. He was one of the last 2 players that went from the Sonics to the Thunder with I can't think of his name right now.
He wore number 4.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I can't think of his name right now.
He wasn't shit and went to the league. I was like, Kansas put a lot of average, mediocre players in the league.
Because every year they had the same type of player. One player would leave and they get the same person just like him. You just have a different name.
Yeah, and they was just always a good team. That's how they always made it so far. They played real good team basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to do this team one. That's the next episode. We're gonna do the team one. All right, let's get into these side notes. Get the hell out of here. I let 2 times go first last time. 1-5. What is your side note today?
Beat Level Up coming soon. Destroying them.
That's hard.
That's
hard. That's hard. 2 times. What is your side note tonight?
So I only got one birthday today, and ironically, he had a bad weekend. So Ted Ginn turned 41 today, but he got arrested for a DUI and missed his his opening game with in the UFL for the Columbus Aviators. So what's his name? Used to be the head coach for assistant offensive coordinator for the Steelers. He had Haley. What's his name? Haley, Todd Haley, or whatever his name is.
Haley.
Yeah, he had to be the head coach for the game. So hopefully Ted Ginn don't lose his job with that. I mean, that would suck because if he's going to be the head coach in the UFL, that would be a springboard for him to possibly get a job as an assistant or a head coach in the NFL. And I would hate for that to mess that up for him if that's what he's trying to do. But happy birthday! I hope you're not in jail still.
Yeah, I agree. Mine is really, really, really simple. And this is going out to all men. I'm not even men, but basically more men than anything because I'm a man. Hey, man, when you get over 35 years old, go to the doctor. Get yourself looked at, bro. Go find out what's going on. Because you on borrowed time. And you don't want to go out this motherfucker because you didn't go. And a lot of guys do that.
Yep.
A lot of guys die from cancer, die from shit they didn't even know they had because they was like, bro, just being stubborn, bro. Like, as men, we can't be stubborn, bro. You gotta get yourself looked at. You gotta check yourself out and work on your goddamn self, man. Keep yourself above, man. Like just work on you, man. Just always try to better yourself, man, as a man. Because when you go, it don't matter how old you are. Crush your family, man, when you leave, man. You always crush them. Don't ever think nobody miss your ass. You are getting missed every fucking day by somebody. Trust me. I know. Everybody on this phone, everybody on this pod knows. We miss motherfuckers all the time. They used to be with us based off of what they went through in their life, and they gone. Like that's just a lot of mine was health shit. Health. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Especially men, black men. And I don't care what color you are, but I can only speak for my race and me being a man. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. But don't get it. My beautiful women, we want y'all to do the same shit. Take care of yourself. But I'm just speaking for guys because this is our pod. And bro, telling you, bro, y'all gotta, bro, tighten up. Tighten up, men. Got to, bro.
Yeah, my best friend, Will, black man, he passed away because he refused to go to the doctor. He had high blood pressure, ended up having a stroke because he liked to drink. And then after the stroke, he still didn't take care of himself, still was drinking. And next thing you know, he's gone, man, So, yeah, go to the doctor, bro. It's not, it might suck getting jabbed and all that good stuff all the time, but, you'd rather get jabbed than never feel pain or anything else again, And
that's the one get you, boy. That stroke will get you. That stroke, one of the main ones too. Stroke and cancer, bad motherfuckers. Diabetes, them is bad motherfuckers.
Right.
I'm telling you, men. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. But yeah, I just want to put that in the air, man. Let everybody know, man. It ain't nothing. Don't be ashamed to go to the doctor, man. Don't be ashamed, man, because it's always good to know what's going on with your life. All right, this was a great show. I just want to also let y'all know this Sunday coming up, I'm in the stew, and it's gonna be a problem. We got some shit. We finishing up this album the right way. But everything I do it on God. Everything they do, we do it on God. And every time I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. Young Money, Bad News, Coach Silver, Star Money Click, No One Rap in the World, BMC for Life. The album is coming. You see it at the bottom. 1-5, another Coach Silver, Star Money Click, No One Producer in the World. Punch Me Vodka sponsors every show we do. You see the shit at the screen on the bottom. Jimmy Two Times, my brother from another mother, a whole bunch of teams. Just read the bottom. We was the On God Podcast. We'll see y'all Sunday. Y'all stay praying that we'll get y'all money. We out.
Assalamu alaikum, baby.
Star money draping gold, we sipping on success. Diamonds make moves, icy wrists stay fresh. Dating lights flicker, shadows of the best. Click rolling deep, never failing, no test. I'm the man, star money's glow. Diamonds dance, watch them show. Click together, never solo. Ohio's finest, let them know. OVO night.